your axe at the door.
Let's have everyone roll a d20. Alright, Hazel, who do you want to do the recap?
Oh, I want Kay to do the recap.
I don't remember anything.
If I remember right, last time we were in the camp, the gypsy camp, and most of us went to sleep. Hume got really drunk and wandered off. So when Kay woke up, she had to go try and find him. And tried to get help, but obviously miscommunication happened.
Yeah.
And she found Kay, but he was like passed out and too heavy for him to carry, or for her to carry. So she just kind of set up a campfire. And when she did that, there was a zombie behind her, but he was like a nice zombie, and was saying like the woods are dangerous, and if we want his help and others like him their help, then we should go to a certain place.
Do you remember the name of that place?
I don't know. Let me look at my notes.
Wait, did I write it down? Let me look.
Argenvolstholt?
That's right.
He also mentioned that the Sword of Sunlight is in the Amber Temple, which is a very sinister place, and we are not ready to go there. And he said our enemy is a creature of darkness. And then he went off into the woods. And then Hume finally woke up, and I led him to the camp where the rest of the people continued to camp. Then we left the camp. We left the gypsy camp, and came across. We crossed a bridge. There was a waterfall. It was neat. Oh yeah, we found it like a hidden passage. Went through that. Found the waterfall thingy, bridge thing. Crossed that. Then we came across a scary gate, like a big giant stone gate, right? That's what it was. It was like a gate.
Yeah, it was. It was exactly the same as the gate you saw before.
Yeah.
When you entered the land.
Just very ominous looking, and so like made some people feel uncomfortable. Don't know why. But we went through that, and now we're here.
I think
That is
Ireena
true.
left, didn't she? Didn't Ireena separate ways? Or did she?
No.
No, she's
No, everybody's still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember her name?
Whose name?
The NPC you're traveling with.
Ireena?
Yes.
Was that a question for me or for?
In general.
I think I said Elena. It's Ireena? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You kept calling her Lena.
Elena, Ireena, Lena.
Eileen.
Yeah.
It's how I am.
I think it works for your character. No, come on, dearie. Oh, come on, Lena. Let's go. That's not my name.
We've been traveling together for weeks. I'll figure out who you are.
When we say goodbye to her, you'll be like, Ireena, right? We're like, yeah, that's my name. You did it.
See, I told you I'd remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's everything. I don't think I'd left anything out.
Yes. You did see one thing at the very end of the game last week. ominous-looking structure. Do you remember what that was?
Wasn't it the castle?
That was before the gate, but something at the very end.
Was it a windmill?
It was.
Oh yeah, the windmill. And then we saw I thought we saw like we could barely see the town.
Yes, it's behind the you're on rolling hills right now, so you can see over the trees and see the town of Vallaki off in the distance.
Yeah. And then there's the windmill, and it's like kind of a scary, it's an ominous windmill, and you made it sound like it's like abandoned almost. Like it's falling apart, it's decaying.
Yes, it is dilapidated.
Yeah.
So we ended at the very end of the session to break camp, or put up camp, build camp, not break camp, because it was getting dark. So you are in these plains. There are no trees around you currently. You can see about 100 feet or so away. There's a tree line that is a forest, and beyond that, you see the town of Vallaki. The path curves around for a little bit before it heads into the forest, and the path behind you curves up and around and breaks off on that fork that goes up the hill to the windmill. And behind you, you also see the gate and the castle that is ominously lurking above. So, setting camp, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So you, guessing one of you who knows how to do it will light a bonfire to start the evening, unless you rather not, just keep your dark vision in sights.
I don't have dark vision. I'm casting a bonfire. I can't see anything.
Wouldn't it be better if you did have dark vision?
Then I just wouldn't be myself now, would I? I'm just perfectly happy with the way I am.
That's a positive outlook. Okay. So you set this bonfire.
Boom.
Let's make it a little squished to add perspective. Yeah. There. Okay. So Hume will get his bedroll ready. He's been sobered up because it's been all day of traveling. Though he did have a little bit of drink in the morning just to keep him from being super dizzy as you trek through. Ireena will also set up her bedroll as well, and kind of settle down next to the fire.
Hello?
Hello?
I must have been muted. Kay is going to set up her bedroll. I don't want to set it up next to the others, though. I want to set it, like, I guess, opposite side of where everyone else is setting theirs, unless we're just circling around the campfire.
Okay, how far off the path were you setting up your camp? Like, immediately adjacent, or some far away, towards the forest, towards the hills?
Let's see. I think we should set up our camp a ways away from the path in case there are any other users. And is this the path?
Yes, so this is the tree line, and it curves in. This is town.
Where's the windmill?
The windmill is here on a nice hill.
And us?
And then the gates here.
So, like, we just came through the gates?
Yes.
So we're probably, like, right here.
You passed the windmill, so you were about, like, right here.
Oh, right here. Is there, like, a hill around here?
There are several hills. These are, it's kind of like what it looks like here. The mountains in the background are more ominous and, like, larger, encompassing a valley. But, this is the castle.
I don't know. Do we want to camp in the tree line or do we want to camp behind the hill?
Why would we camp on the tree near the tree line?
So we aren't immediately on the path, and it's good to have cover. I guess maybe if we don't want to be on the tree line, we could be behind the hill.
The hill sounds better to me.
All right.
If there's creatures in the tree line that are hungry, then we'll see them coming.
That's true. Let's camp behind this hill.
All right.
Okay. So we'll say that before you popped your bonfire down, you moved over to one of the hills and kind of nestled down in one of the inclines. So you have, like, a nice cover around you. And in the dip. And you pop your bonfire down. We'll say Hume and Ireena start setting up their bedrolls. Ireena will station herself on the opposite side, furthest from the castle, nearest to the town. So, Kay, you said you wanted to go on the other side of the fire?
Yes, like if there's like everybody's kind of putting their tents next to each other, I want to be on like the opposite side.
Okay. So, Ireena is here. Hume will probably be on the northern end. Kay, you're more further down this way. The castle is much further away, but... And Maeve and Hazel?
Just, I don't know, bed down next to the fire, I guess.
Okay.
Yep, wherever there's room.
Ireena will get everything ready, but sit down next to the fire and kind of gaze off into it. I really do appreciate your help with all this. I never quite knew where you're from, since you're not from these lands. But if you really don't want to share, I don't want to pry.
Is she talking to everybody or just one person or what? Who's she talking to?
The group.
Oh, okay. Well, we're all from different people, honey. We're all from different places.
So you didn't know each other before you came here?
Barely. Just we kind of met on the road.
Hmm. And yet you stick together, keeping each other safe.
Indeed.
What you did with your golden friend is really kind.
Yes, thank you.
So what is your reason for being here, I guess? If you're not from the same group, if you don't all know each other, what brought you all traveling, meeting up on the road?
Well, for me, I am trying to find the stars. They have been disappearing, it seems, and so I am trying to figure out what is happening. And I believe there was something here in these lands that were causing this.
I don't think I've ever seen the stars in person.
Oh, Irrepelas. The stars are. They are beautiful. They are gifts from Saloon. They are more beautiful at night than the sun is during the day. Like little jewels, little tiny jewels in the sky.
That sounds lovely.
Oh, yes, it is. I miss it.
Well, I don't really know how you'd be able to find them here. The skies have been blocked out for as long as I've known, as long as others have known. Records show that it's been many years since there have been any kind of light pouring through the sky, through the clouds.
That seems very unusual. But perhaps whatever is affecting your weather here is spreading
That would
and
be horrible.
affecting my homeland.
I wouldn't want to inflict this kind of overcast on any other place. It's just constant clouds.
You have never seen stars or sun,
I have not.
so you don't know the loss, the pain of just them disappearing feels like.
I also do not know the joy of it. Never experienced that. At least you're lucky enough to know what it feels like to look up and see something sparkling down on you.
Indeed.
So, how do you hope to find any signs of stars or something taking them?
Well, I guess My first task would be to investigate why you have such strange weather here. You say that it has been going on for centuries, which is very unusual. There is wind, you have rain, you have winter, snow, seasons,
Yes.
and yet you've never seen the sun or the starry night. It's very odd. So that is my task, to first investigate that. And maybe that will lead to answers. At least, that is my hope.
Well, I'm
Saludaste.
not sure of where you would find any kind of weather pattern person. There is that tale of the wizard that was here many years ago. Although he disappeared, unfortunately. There's also a tale of a man who can see far into the distance. It's only a legend, but north of Vallaki there's rumors of a madman that says he can see things that other people can't.
Oh. Interesting. Well, that is a start.
Is anyone else looking for something here? You just end up here, or you have it your journey to be here in Barovia?
They were sold an awful tour package.
It was free, so it wasn't even. They can't even get their money back.
Yeah. And they're trapped.
Oh, sweetie, I think I just found myself here, but I do believe, if a person can say they believe in fate, I do believe I'd like to solve some of the mysteries presented here before I move on.
You are very kind soul to help me out. I've noticed your compassion towards anyone who needs any kind of aid. I thank you for helping me once again. Well, I guess I'll head to bed. I don't know about people who aren't from around here, but is anyone able to see without light?
I am. I was wondering if we should set up a guard routine. Take shifts, or if you think we'll be safe.
Sounds good. If you don't need the fire, it might be best to put it out when we're on watch. Don't want to draw any attention to ourselves.
That sounds good. I can take first shift if you like.
I promise not to drink anymore tonight, and I'll take the second shift.
Good.
I'll take the last one.
Well, it looks I'm off the hook tonight. I'll stand guard next time.
All right. So, Ireena will get in her bedroll, curl up stripped down to her basics, have a undershirt and whatnot on as she gets into her warm bag. Hume will also doff his armor, taking each piece off slowly and getting into his bedroll.
Oh.
I'm gonna put out the fire as everyone starts to get ready to lay down.
Okay.
Okay. So you, well, it's a spell. I think you can just puff it out as everyone's getting ready.
Yeah, I'll use Druidcraft. Just
Everyone settles in as Kay sees that everyone is no longer needing the light. She will snuff out the flame, and darkness blankets you. With
I'm trying to
this,
look up at the sky. It's just habit.
yeah, I get it. It's darkness. You look up and see like there are places where maybe the clouds are starting to thin, and maybe just like a twinkle of something will pop through. But as you're wishing your hardest, the clouds thicken up and it goes away. I'll have you make a perception roll for this watch.
Pew, 25.
Nice. Alright, so where are you stationing yourself on this watch?
I'm going to station myself, so we're right here. Like, that's kind of the campsite, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to station myself in the dark, kind of on this hill, so I can see both their campsite, like our campsite, and the road stuff.
Okay.
But I'm in the dark.
You attack the darkness.
I attack the darkness with campfire. Wait, no.
Bonfire.
Bonfire.
Alright, so you get up and crouch and scan the tree line, scan the path, and see the windmill from where you are. It very slowly turns as you start to feel a breeze coming through. It looks very eerie and ominous, and but you don't see much activity. As you're watching everything, you do though see one thing. Off in the tree line, you see a very faint light. It looks like it could be a torchlight.
Like here, or where are we talking?
Like here.
Right there. I mean, it's not wolves, so I'm just gonna try and crouch down, like hug the hill, and just observe.
Okay. So you crouch in. You see the light just like flicker, slowly fade away, and it's gone.
Shuffled out. What was that? That was weird. I don't think I will tell the others this. Because they'll think I'm crazy. Weird. Alright.
You haven't had any strange encounters on this journey at all.
I mean, that was strange. Well, and the fact that, like, I kept seeing myself hanging up, that was strange.
I guess, if you say so.
And the haunted house, that was pretty strange. I don't know, man. Strange is... A lot of this has been strange.
Random zombie after you light
Yeah,
the...
random intellectual zombie. The weird inn and how it, like, was all decrepit. And our food was all rotten and spoiled, and then the next day it was fine, or the next, I guess after a week it was fine. Yeah, there's been a lot of strange stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I guess, continue to observe. And like every now and then I'll look behind to make sure like the campsite is good too.
Okay. I'll have you roll a D100.
80.
Okay. So you see that light and you're just like, nah, it wasn't anything, whatever. So you turn back and go back to your campsite. And as you're looking around, you see like in the grass, you see a small patch of dirt that looks to be like, slightly dug with 3 claws. So it's like small patch and then like 3 claws have been put in there. It's just like off to the side of the campsite. You aren't sure why you didn't see it before.
Is there no other markings?
That's it. That's all you find. It's not super deep. It looks like it's been clawed and then like dirt has fallen in to it. But you distinguishedly see 3 prong like marks in it.
I'm gonna check on everyone and make sure they're sleeping in their bedrolls.
Okay. You quietly sneak around, trying not to disturb anyone, but as far as you can tell, everyone seems to be breathing. Did Maeve, did you take any more of that dream pastry?
No.
Okay.
So everyone's fine in their bedrolls.
Mm-hmm.
The track, the claw marks, do they seem fresh?
Roller survival.
$24.
They
I'm really good at perceiving and surviving.
They don't look super fresh.
Okay.
Though the dirt is still like crumbly. It hasn't like mudded over. And water hasn't ran through it, but it doesn't look incredibly fresh.
I'm not too worried then. I'm just gonna take note of it, but I'm gonna calm down. I'm not too concerned. And I'm just gonna kind of pace around the campsite and then go check up on the hill. Or there, the hill. And look at the tree lines and just bide my time.
Okay. The rest of the night is uneventful for your shift.
Okay, I'm gonna go wake up Hume. It is time for your watch, friend.
Okay. This is better awakening than last time.
Indeed, you woke up right away. I am very grateful for that.
Anything eventful?
No.
Well, that's good. Rather have a quiet night after what we've gone through.
Agreed.
Although, quiet night isn't always good. Okay. He'll get up. He'll start donning his armor as you settle in for bed.
Yeah, I just roll out my bag and then I sit on top of it. I'll like put my legs underneath the bag. Like have my legs so they're getting warm, but then I'm just gonna sit up and meditate.
Alright. So, clinks in all his pieces, picks up his shield, grabs his mace, his flail, and waits around. I guess I really don't have to say what Hume sees, because he'll say it to the next person who wakes up. So you have your meditated state, and Maeve, you get woken up by Hume. Maeve, wake up.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Okay, didn't have anything to report, but I did see something kind of weird. Although I didn't think it was good to go investigate. And he'll point to across the tree line. Say, I saw some light, like a torch, but it didn't last very long. I don't know if there's somebody out there, but
Well, if it's not coming towards the camp, then I'm not worried about it.
fair enough. He'll go and doff his armor once again, get into bed.
I'll go kind of up on the hill so I can see stuff.
Okay. Roll perception. So you get up to the line as Hume settles in, and you're just scouting off, and about an hour goes by before you actually see any activity. You do notice that the light comes back across the tree line where Hume mentioned it, though it's very faint, and it doesn't last very long, maybe like 10 to 15 seconds before it flickers out once again.
I'll just keep an eye on it.
Alright, and another hour goes by, you don't notice any odd occurrences, but as you're like gazing across the tree line, a little flicker of something hits your peripheral, and you turn to look, and the windmill seems to be turning once again, and you can see a light in the upper story.
Spooky.
There's a light.
I'll just keep watch.
Okay. You've got one eye on the forest and one eye on the windmill. The forest activity, nothing occurs, but the windmill continues to turn slowly, and that light stays on for the rest of your shift until the light around you starts to gradually rise, as you can tell that the sun is coming up, though you can't see it through the clouds. And you see when that happens, the light in the windmill goes out, and the blades slow to a stop. But this is the end of your shift.
I'll wait for everyone else to wake up.
Alright? So, one by one, you each wake up. Not all at once, though. I guess Hume will rise from his beauty rest and get some rations out of his back, eat some breakfast.
I'll say that I saw the flickering lights that you saw, but I'll one up you. I saw the windmill turn and there was a light in there.
Oh, you also saw flickering lights.
Yeah, just over in the trees. And I point.
I did not mention it, but I also saw flickering lights. But then they just disappeared, and so I decided not to say anything because I did not think you would think I'm just a crazy elf.
Well,
But since you all saw them,
you are a crazy elf, but that's fair.
What was that?
I'm just agreeing how like you did see it would have been nice to know if there was any kind of danger, or maybe someone that needed help, but we did see that as well. Though the windmill is interesting, it didn't look inhabited.
Same.
I thought the turning blades meant the wind was blowing. Is that how windmills work? Or do they create wind?
I believe so. Yes, the wind blows the blades, and there's a grindstone inside that turns when the blades go, and they put grain in there, and it, turns the grain into flour.
Oh, windmill. That makes so much sense.
Yes, it's a mill. Yes, but
It mills the grain. Okay.
So should we go and attack the windmill?
attack?
I've heard
It might
stories
not be
about that.
necessary. Perhaps a traveler used it for shelter during the night.
But why turn it on? Why make it run?
It runs by itself. The wind turns the blades if there's no stopper on them.
Oh.
Did I notice if it was windy?
You did not. Kay, you did notice a breeze when you had your watch, but Maeve, you did not.
I mean, there was slight breeze, but not enough to move.
Not when I was on watch. There was no wind.
And the well, that would be very odd. Yes.
Yes, very odd.
If it's not too far back, we could go and see. I'm going to ask Ireena. Ireena, would you mind if we backtracked a bit just to see?
Oh yeah, just to go into the spooky windmill where there might be danger and
Certainly.
darkness.
Or perhaps someone need of help, or another traveler, or...
I guess, I haven't heard of any person inhabiting that windmill. It was just something from the days of another time before my time.
How old is that windmill?
It's not really said. Older than me, so.
And, How old are you?
Well, uh, it's late, mid adult, I guess. I don't know if it's kind to ask a person their age,
I
where
don't
you
think
come
so.
from, but
I mean,
I'm an
age is
adult.
a number for showing how where you stand in the ranking, but
Ranking. So,
I,
are you not number one if you're 1 years old?
I'm number one. All of
Number
our listeners are
one.
little children.
Children
It
are
is
the
a
highest
very
respect.
it's a, it's a very strange system. No,
We
like
treat elders with crap. The
how
older
the
you are, the worse you are. Sorry, go ahead.
our elders are hundreds of years old. It's just how we are. So age is not really important. It is just a sign of how long you've been around. Is this not the same for you all?
Some people are a bit more shy about their age. Depends on the person, I suppose.
Well, I am 80. I'm 80 years old. I am very young. Uh, just starting my adventure, living in this world. So if that windmill is maybe 100, 200,
Possibly. Not sure. That it's not really mentioned too much.
why?
It's a windmill.
Why is it
It's
still
abandoned.
standing there? Like, why has nobody gone and torn it down? That seems like a safety hazard.
Uh, Safety from what? Nobody's around
Like,
here.
from like collapsing. You have to keep the wood in
On
check before
on
the
whom?
mines.
Whom is in danger of collapsing wood windmill? Nobody goes near there. Nobody lives there, as far as I know.
Hmm. Strange.
Are we gonna go look at it or not?
I don't know. Should we? Or should we take Ireena to the town that's just right there?
Let's take Ireena to the town.
Maybe
We're
we
just
can
going
ask.
to talk about how old the windmill is for a while longer.
We can ask around town if they know more about the windmill.
Yes, maybe there is commissioner who is like working on plan to tear down windmill, but running into budgets and
Bureaucracy.
yes,
You have to go through several
bureaucracy.
sources.
Bureaucracy tends to take years to figure out.
Alright. So everyone packs up their packs.
Yep, that's my stuff.
Nah.
And you head back onto the path where you can either like, I don't know if you want to go straight there or like just up this way. Probably faster to go north.
I think we probably want to stay on the path.
Live so?
I vote go north.
Just straight north.
No,
Yes.
go
who needs a
north.
path?
Like go north to the path. It's like you can go back
We can to path and
back
then
to the path, or you can
we
go
just go whoosh.
north that way.
Let's just go this way.
Just cut through the forest. Follow torch in night.
Yes.
Safest path is following strange torch.
You always follow the light in the tunnel. That is just the rule.
Go towards the light.
Go towards light.
That is what elders say. To
That
other
is what
elders.
That is what to other elders.
Not to youngins. To elders only.
To youngins, I say, no, go in darkness. Stay in darkness. Stay away, run away from light.
Oops. Oh no. Lost your leg.
Oh, my leg!
I can't just click on one thing.
I used to be an adventurer like you. And I lost my leg.
Wow, why can't I grab this? There. Whatever. I don't need a tracker. I know where you're going. You go straight up to the path. And you head up. It's mid morning as you get back onto the path and make your way up further. The trees on either side, as you walk into back into a forest, kind of close in once more. And you walk for some distance. Seems like the town is fairly close, but when you're walking, it doesn't make much progress towards getting there. And walking deeper into the forest path, you notice that the trees start to have a bit of an overhang, and the light through the clouds starts to fade as it slowly gets darker, heading further into this path.
Well, I don't like that. That's not great.
And everyone make a perception roll. Alright. Hume just like swinging his flail around, just like weird place we're in. Don't know why the trees are so dark around here. Just not paying any attention at all. But Maeve, as you're walking deeper through this path, you notice there are a few figures off in the distance. About 4. Though you can't see anything distinguishing about them, they're about humanoid. And as you walk closer, they are walking towards you very slowly.
I will point that out.
And Kay, you notice that these humanoids that both you and Maeve see don't seem to be walking upright. They seem to be shambling.
Oh, are they wearing armor? Are they like, maybe those nice, cool zombies?
The smart, chill ones?
The cool ones.
These aren't wearing anything heavy. They look to be wearing common clothes.
You all see that? That doesn't look good. Do we want to try and approach them or avoid? Hello?
What do you see? It's
Two shambling figures up ahead. How far? Like, what are we talking?
they're about 100 150 feet away.
Are there 2 or 4?
There are 4.
There are 4 of them. They are not wearing fancy armor like the other people. And they are shambling.
Shambling like...
Now,
Like shambles.
wait a minute. Didn't you tell us about passed away a man? A man who was dead, who was walking around, who was friendly?
Yes.
Could these be the same type?
No.
No.
No, I don't get the same vibe.
They're getting
So you're
they're bad, but what if they're
getting
what if they're
you're getting vibe nows. Roll for vibe.
I gotta roll for vibe. Hold on.
do a vibe check?
That's what insight is now. We just
Yeah.
forever be vibe check. Did you guys do a vibe check? No, I don't think these are the same. These are different. They feel different. They look different. Move different.
Are we close enough to the town where we think we can just sneak by?
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on everyone.
Nice. Okay. So, as you're talking about what to do next, everyone feels like the wind sort of wrap around them, and it gets a bit quieter in your area. And as you do so, from the area of where the humanoids are, you do hear like a
Generic zombie noises.
yeah, generic.
Grr.
Grr. Braids.
Walkers growling in the
Grains.
distance.
Oh no, they're going for the windmill. They want grains.
They want grain.
Grains.
Grains.
They're carb loading. They're carb loading. Oh my goodness. Grains.
Protect the windmill.
Protect the bread.
Well, I just still can't help but feel that we shouldn't be just randomly killing every, shall I say, undead creature we see. If we've been told that some of them are friendly and can help us.
I said let's avoid this. It should be extra hidden. Hopefully. I don't know.
Is there a way to try to talk to them or see if they're friendly before we just randomly kill people?
No, I'm saying we just avoid.
Oh,
No
okay,
killing.
let's do that.
No problem.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
I guess as they get closer, we'll get off the path.
Okay. Everyone make a stealth check.
Oh, I don't know how stealthy.
You get a +10.
Oh, good. Let's see. Do I have to put that somewhere? I'll just.
No, we
click
just
it.
add 10.
We'll just add
So
10.
15.
Good.
So you make your way to the side into the forest. And how far deep do you want to go?
Not too far.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, so we can still see the path.
So you venture fairly off to the side, just out of sight and sound from the path. And do you go around or do you sit and wait?
I don't know. Do we want to sit and wait or do we want to go around?
I'd like to observe them as they pass, if we can.
I guess we'll sit and wait then.
Okay. So you nestle down into the bushes and brushes behind trees, hiding from these shambling creatures. And you notice that they aren't moving too fast. They're just kind of like hobbling down the path towards the way you came. And it takes some time, but they manage to make their way towards in your sight, so you can see them more clearly. And you see this 4 of these creatures. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, he doesn't look very nice.
And they are just don't seem all together. Seems like several of their limbs are dislocated, their head's not on right, and they just like going down the path like and after 10 minutes you can see them go off in the distance and down the path from where you came.
I'm going to whisper. That was well avoided.
Agreed. They are not the same as the undead gentleman I spoke with prior. Well, let's carry on. I will
Yes.
keep this pass without trace up for an hour.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep up the spell even after they've passed. And I assume we'll get back onto the trail?
Yeah, you got to a point where you didn't have to, where you didn't lose sight of the trail. So you did see them walk by, and you can see where you were, and you make your way down. Are you going to go slowly and keep up your stealth rolls, or are you going to move quicker?
Can pass without trace? Like, can you move at like a normal pace with pass without trace?
If you yes, but if you move quicker, you're gonna have you're gonna make more noise, so like a disadvantage on a stealth roll. But if you move slower, you won't create that extra noise, so that plus 10 will be more beneficial.
I don't know. Part of me wants to say like we should move quicker. So then you'll just roll stealth with disadvantage, but we still get a plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
What does everyone else think?
What say you?
I think we should move along as fast as we can and get to the town before it gets darker than it already is.
Okay. Then yeah. We'll move at a more normal pace, but not trying to stealth. But I'll keep pass without trace up.
All right.
All right.
Swiftly but smoothly.
Yeah.
So, you move quickly, trying to get as far on as you can. Ireena informs you that we still are a couple miles from Vallaki. We'll get there just after nightfall. But if we keep up a good pace, yeah, I'm sure we might get there before the sun sets, which would be ideal of getting into the city. They don't really appreciate people coming after dark.
After dark, I can imagine.
They're a bit more protective of the city, trying to keep outsiders out. And as we just saw, the non-living out especially. So you keeping up your walking pace but moving a little bit faster, kind of doing just under a speed walk so you don't wear yourselves out. You go some distance further and as you're trying to walk, we'll do everyone make a stealth roll with a disadvantage, but we'll have that plus 10. Which is very much needed for some of you.
Yeah.
You're quickly moving along. If you didn't have this protective barrier around you, you feel like you would be making a lot of noise. But you swiftly move down the path, and as you're doing so, Kay, you start to hear a distant sound coming from the direction you're going. It sounds like a quick patter of hooves, like
I hear hooves, like somebody is on horse, perhaps.
Are they coming towards us or moving away?
Coming towards us.
We should probably step off the path, and so we can see them, but they can't see us.
Agreed. We'll step aside and we'll wait and watch.
Okay. So you, like before, you move off to the side just so you can see whomever is on the path, going in the same direction as those creatures before. But you manage to hide, and thankfully with that protective barrier you have some sort of concealment in these trees and bushes. And as you hear the footsteps get closer, the hoof steps, I guess they're still feet, they're just hooves. You see a dark horse riding down with a single rider. And as he gets close to where you are, like where the path is, he slows his horse down to a walk, and from the trees you can see him looking around, and you see this.
This.
Does it look like he was chasing those creatures? Or is he looking for something else? Can he tell we're there?
Roll an insight. Whomever would like to. Everyone can roll insights.
Oh, I did all right. Oh, I'm still on disadvantage. Sorry.
Yeah, that's 17.
Normal.
No problem.
Okay.
It looks like he's looking for something, but you're not sure what it is. And as he's off straight in front of you, he kind of slows his horse, pulls the reins a little bit, and starts to circle around in that spot, and he's looking into the trees around.
Shit. I don't want to be whoever he's looking for.
Would you like to do anything?
Should we try to slowly carry on just off the path?
Move along, yeah.
But stealthily, quietly.
Nobody with us recognizes him. I'm gonna look around at Ireena's face and see if she looks like she recognizes him.
You turn to look at Ireena, and with that insight roll, you notice that the blood has drained from her face, and her eyes are wide. And though you attempt to move on, she looks as if like she's hiding behind a tree, and she's like gripping it, unable to move.
Okay. I'm gonna just silently indicate to the other people that we should just stay put. Don't move. Don't make any noise. Don't take any chances. We don't want this guy to see us.
What's the actual artwork on the horse token?
Is that like flame? Is it a flaming horse?
This is what the horse looks like, yes.
But like the person that's seated on the horse?
No. No one.
Never mind that.
There's actually no head to that person. It's just a body. So yeah, that's why I have a rider on it.
Never mind the man behind the man.
Okay.
Pay no attention to the figure behind the person.
The figure. Yeah, we don't want to move. We're gonna. I think we should just stay put. I'm gonna just kind of indicate to everybody. Don't do anything that would make any noise, or we don't want this guy to see us.
Okay. Then I guess we're gonna stay still.
After seeing Elena's reaction, I don't think we should breathe right now.
Okay. So this dark horse, as you can see in the image here, its mouth has flickering flames, and it has a mane of looks to be fire. Its tail, as it turns around a bit, is also spouts of flame, and
Jeepers.
on the hooves you can tell that with each stomp little sparks come out, a bit of flame as well. But the rider seems to be steering his horse in circles in place. He stops once and turns his head to look in the opposite direction of where you are. And after a moment, he turns and looks directly at you.
Except I don't say that out loud.
And after a moment, pulls his horse back onto the main path and rides towards where you came. After some time, the sounds of the horse's hoof beats disappears.
Kay's been holding her breath this entire encounter, and just immediately just like, oh.
When you do so, Ireena just Did anyone else see that?
Who was that?
That looked a lot like the devil. It looked right at me.
It was almost like he saw us. He looked past my spell. That is terrifying. We should make haste.
Yes. And did he go the same direction we're going, or he went the opposite direction? He
The
kept
opposite direction, yes.
Opposite direction. Good. That's good.
That's a plus. He did come from the direction you are going, though. Keep that in mind. But you, Ireena pulls her hands off the tree, her knuckles white, and she rubs her hands, trying to get feeling back. Well, I guess we should go quickly.
Yes.
Yes.
Always saying. The horse was not of this world.
I don't think it was either. When we get to town, you'll have to tell me about the person that was riding that horse.
Or maybe I could find a horse like that. Let's move on. Do you go back to the straight to the path, or do you want to go around a little bit?
We gotta just keep moving, don't we? Everybody?
Right, but do you want to go directly to the path, or do you want to like go around a little bit further into the forest and then go to the path?
I don't know. We have to get to the town before dark. That's all I know.
All right.
Follow along.
Well, you make your way back to the path and continue moving on your speedy way. And you're making quite a bit of progress, though it's a race against the sun at this point. You've been traveling all day, and you can see way off down the road, you can see the walls of the city come into view, and it's still maybe a couple miles down, but you push on and race as the sun starts to set, dimming the light around you. Hurry on. Pushing through the darkness of the trees, and as you feel like the last leg is upon you, you start to hear the sound of something off in the distance to the south in the forest. The sound of wolves howling. Okay, did you hear that part?
No.
Okay. You are... The town is about a mile down the road. You feel like you're almost there, and as the sun starts to go down, you hear the sound to the south of wolves off in the distance.
Are we running?
You were moving quickly, but you could go into a run. By this time, your Pass Without a Trace spell has faded. It's been over an hour.
I'm gonna say we run.
Okay.
Yep.
Run!
Fly, you fools! More Lord of the Rings references.
Yeah!
You
Run, you fools!
You make a break for it. You take all stealth accounts out of the equation and just bolt for the town. You can see off in the distance the lights of the evening are starting to flicker on as people are lighting the lamps, street lights, torches, and whatnot. And as you're sprinting down, it's getting heavier. You feel like it's it's been a long day, and you just want to get to the final little bit when a large wolf jumps out in front of you into the path.
Damn it.
This is a massive wolf. It's about the size of a bear.
Okay. I was gonna say, could I cast Hold Person on the wolf, but I don't think so because it's a wolf.
Right.
Hmm.
It growls and snarls at you. And it, seeing you directly in front of it, it will slowly make its way toward you. Would you like to do anything?
Yeah.
Before we roll for initiative, you can do one thing.
I gotta look at this real quick.
Road. And I got into the parking lot and then kind of turned it, so I was just kind of, at least I wasn't in the road. And then more cars come up and they're like, I don't know. I got 3 chocolate butterscotch.
Give me that butterscotch.
I am going to cast Moonbeam.
Directly on it?
Yes.
Not like Dilly Bars, I remember.
5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. Dim light fills that cylinder. Searing pain. It must make a Constitution saving throw. It's got to be at a 13. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. A shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form. On each of your turns, you can use an action to move the beam. That's cool. Yeah, I cast that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll the 2d10. So 16.
Alright, so, con save.
Yeah.
It does not make it.
So it takes 16 damage. 16 radiant flame damage.
Nice.
If it's a shapeshifter, it had that disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form. That's assuming it's a shape changer.
Well, it does not revert. It is a large wolf. But
Wolf steroids.
anyone else want to do one more thing before it pounces?
Cast sleep.
Cast sleep on it?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me pull. You want me to pull that up?
You'll have to roll for that, for the health. Hume will cast Bless on Maeve and himself and Kay. So roll 5d8. Let's see how much health that is. Nice. So you shoot out this powder. It strikes the wolf as it's being hit by this light shining from who knows what. There's no light coming down from the moon, but it growls as it gets hit by the radiant damage and then falls to sleep when several other wolves, smaller wolves, come from the trees. Maeve, would you like to do anything?
No.
Okay. Roll for initiative then.
Everybody?
You don't have to.
Well, I will. I should know. What am I?
I would like to lay on the floor and accept my fate.
Oh, did I not collect my... What is this when it says no token was selected?
You click your token on in roll 20 and then roll initiative.
So like the token that's on the map, you select that.
I have to
And then
click
you-
there first. Okay,
yeah.
and then go. That work?
Is yes.
Yeah.
There she is.
Now I showed up.
Okay. So Doggo is sleeping. He's sleeping.
It looks so cute. Oh.
But it's not that turn. But it the other doggos will see it's the larger one slumped to the floor, unsure of how this creature was taken down so fast. But will move in to attack. Go to here. This one will
There he is.
move to here. This one will move to here. And they will bite at you. Okay, what's your AC?
It's not great. Gotta be honest with you. It's 16.
15?
16.
16.
Oh, it's
Okay.
better than me.
So, the first one up here bites at Hume, managing to get between his armor, and grabbing his leg and pulling him, and he will have to make a strength save. Does not make it. He is pulled to the ground as the wolf grabs him and just pulls him down, making it harder for him to attack. Makes a con save, and makes that, so you still have bless on you. The one attacking K will bite at you, but you were just too dexterous and it misses. The one on Hazel will bite and just crunch into you. You take 11 piercing damage
Oh dear.
and make a strength save.
Oh, strength save? Let's see.
Interesting. Sleep is not concentration. That's pretty cool. You were also pulled down and are knocked prone.
Great. I used to remember 7.
Alright, Maeve.
I will take out my weapons. I'll go around this way and attack from behind.
You have advantage.
Yeah, I'm just reading my cantrip if I wanna try. Whatever. I'll just attack you.
That's a hit. Do you have your sneak attack?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so you do quite a bit of damage as you run behind the wolf and stab it as it's grinding its teeth into Hazel, killing it instantly.
And then I will move.
Right, okay. Okay.
Sorry. I'm gonna cast Untangle on. Oh wait. So is this one on top of Hume essentially?
Yeah, kind of. It's
Okay.
not on top, but it pulled him down and is getting ready for another bite.
Then I'm going to cast Entangle on this one.
Do you lose your moonbeam? You
Oh,
do.
I forgot about my Moonbeam.
Mm-hmm. On its
Can I
turn,
get-
does it have to make the save again?
Okay. Let's say this is Moonbeam.
When a creature enters the spell, first time it is engulfed.
Mhm.
It doesn't say anything about additional times. So what would you like to do?
There. Hold on. So Moonbeam is just on this creature, right? Essentially.
Yes.
Yes. Phew. Creature within 20 feet, 2.2, ascending order. Wait, nope, that's sleep.
That's sleep.
Moonbeam. Until the spell ends, dim light. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So
Starts
the
its turn
wolf,
there.
sleeping wolf, when he starts his next turn, he's gonna take that damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the moonbeam there. And I guess I'll just attack this wolf then. So, because that entangle spell is concentration as well, so I can't do that. I forgot about moonbeam. So yeah, I'm just gonna attack it with my short bow. No, hand axe.
You have advantage since you are flanking.
Oh heck yeah!
That does hit.
3 damage.
3.
I'm gonna leave moonbeam on the big wolf. Just leave that big beam of light there.
All right.
Cylinder of light, I guess.
Ireena will be unsure of what's going on. It seems like a wolf has taken down Hume, and you seem pretty good here with how you're dealing with this one, so she'll attack the one on Hume. She'll take her rapier out and stab it into the wolf, dealing a bit of damage. And Hume will get up, so he's no longer prone, and take his revenge on that wolf. Doesn't have advantage, but that's fine. Striking it and just like smashing its face, and it yelps, hit its head against the rock that's adjacent to it, and falls over dead. Hazel.
Yes, I'm gonna magic missile this little guy right here that's still alive. Oh, first I gotta get up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna magic missile.
You have 3 hits. Consistent.
Oh.
Max damage.
Nice.
So you shoot 3 darts out, striking the wolf each time, and it just yelps each time and falls over dead.
Oh, thank goodness.
Direwolf makes that save. Doesn't make it again, so it takes an additional, how much?
Oh, from those? I didn't know that. If it doesn't save,
I think he's
Sorry, I
talking
was
about
muted.
Moonbeam.
Yeah, for Moonbeam.
Moonbeam, yeah.
oh,
Do you want me to
Moonbeam.
reroll new damage, or do you want to say if he fails, he takes a 16? If he saves, then he takes 8.
Oh, I didn't think
I prefer consistency, so just whatever damage is out makes it again, so you don't have to keep rolling every time.
Okay, so the full damage was 16. If he succeeds, then it's half.
Okay. The wolf is rolling around, still sleeping, but in utter pain as more radiant damage comes down upon it. And as the yelps from the wolves are happening, you hear more creatures coming from the forest.
we should try to get to inside the town before. How close are we to the gates? Can we rush the gates, get there before they get us?
Too late. This one's upon you.
What is it?
It's a wolf.
There's another large
yeah,
wolf.
we should run.
Another great big wolf.
So this one will see its fallen smaller wolves and bite down, but does not hit. Rolled poorly. It will nip at your heels, Maeve, but you manage to jump away. These other wolves move to here. This one will move to here. This one will move here. That is their turn. They made the dash action. So, Maeve, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my booming blade cantrip on the big guy.
All right.
So I will hit with a. Oh no.
Wow. That does not hit.
Alright, well, that is it for me.
You don't want to take a... Oh, wait. Yeah, you don't want to take a bonus action?
I could disengage, but I don't want it to go after other people.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. How's everybody looking for health? Is everybody-
I took 11, so I've got 7 points left.
Okay.
I'm alright.
Sorry, I forgot that I can bonus action hit with my second weapon.
Would you like to do so?
Yeah. But I wouldn't be able to use Booming Blade again. Oh well, I'll just
Right.
attack with it, yeah.
That does hit. For 6 damage. You're hitting the big one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, okay.
All right. I'm going to healing word. Bonus action. It's not concentration. It's just instantaneous.
Mm-hmm.
On Hazel.
Okay.
So
Yes,
you
that
get
gives me
5 healing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull out my short bow and attack this wolf here. Oops, I had advantage on. I need to turn that off. So 13 plus 2. 15.
That does strike it.
Sweet. 10 damage.
Alright. Pull back. Loose an arrow. It strikes the wolf's shoulder. It yelps and growls at you.
And that's it for my turn.
Right. Ireena will move to here and strike the wolf on the several wolves on Hazel. Thankfully, she gets it. Oh man, so close. She just barely misses, even with advantage. Hume will. He'll shout out to the 3 of you. Who feels like you need some defenses up?
Hazel!
Waving my hand.
I wonder
Raise
if
my
you can.
hand.
30. Far can you go? I don't think you can move around without having advantage. Okay, so he'll just move up to here. No, he will move through Ireena to here so that he has advantage on his attack. Use his flail. Why do I still have this? Fix that. But 23 does hit. Strike it for 9. And he will use his handy dandy crusher feat on this creature. And move it to here. And he will finish off his movement to here. So he's trying to get in between all these creatures. Hazel, your turn.
If I have a question. If I move this direction, am I going to get an attack of opportunity from both those guys?
Which way?
This direction. If I move to over there.
If you move to here, you'll get
if I-
1 opportunity attack from this one.
Okay.
If you move 5 feet or more away from
Okay.
a creature that you're engaged with.
Okay. I have a great spell I wanted to use, but it's gonna affect everybody within a 15-foot cube around me. So I was trying to get 15 feet away so that it affect the 2 wolves, but not everybody else. So
You could
don't know if
move
I-
here and
Wait, can you
have
point
less
through that
people
again?
risked. You can move to this
Okay.
square and only
Okay.
have I guess it would be every single person.
Yeah. So can I move that far
You'd have to move
away?
to like right here.
Okay.
But you would
Alright.
take 2 attacks of opportunity.
That's what I was thinking. I would get 2 attacks. No, I don't want to. I can't. I won't survive the attacks of opportunity if I try that. So I don't want to take a chance of hurting other people. So I'm just going to have to go with. Oh. Can I move to here? Can I move to this square here without
You take
an
1
attack? One
from
attack
this
above
one.
toppers.
Yes.
And
You're
it
mov-
always hits, right? He doesn't have to roll to hit.
No, he has to roll to hit.
Okay.
It's not an automatic hit.
Okay. I think. Oh, all right. No, I'll just go. I'll just use magic missile again. It's just simpler. I don't want to have to figure these other guys out. Everything I've got hurts too many people around me, so I'll just magic missile. Doesn't matter. Jeez. All right. And that's this guy right here. This one.
Can you ping once more? Which one?
That guy.
Okay. So
Did I hit too many times? I thought I just did 3 at the first.
that's
3
fine.
is what
It's
you're
10
saying.
damage.
Okay.
You can see that you've done quite a bit, as this wolf looks pretty worn down from that attack, but it's still like pressing on.
Yeah.
All right. This creature will move around to here and attack Maeve. What's your AC?
The other wolf, the sleeping wolf.
Oh yeah, it doesn't need to make any save. It'll die no matter if it makes it or not.
Okay, then.
So it stops moving as the radiant damage just like seeps into its fur.
My AC is 16.
Okay. So it gnashes at you, manages to just barely nip you, and you take 9 damage and make a strength save. Right. You feel it pull you, tug you, but you manage to get out of its grasp and not go prone. Is the wolves' turns. 3 wolves, 3 attacks. So this top one will bite Hume, getting past his armor, and he makes a con save. Makes a strength save. Makes it. Takes the damage, but he pushes the wolf's jaws off his armor himself with his shield. And Hazel, the one to the south of you, nips you. You take 8 piercing. Make a strength save.
Oof.
You do not get knocked down. And
Oh my god.
Kay, you also take a bite and take 8 piercing and make a con save. Or strength save. And also a con to remain your moonbeam up. Con save. Yeah, you keep it up. But you do take that 8 damage. Maeve.
Moonbeam. Where are you gonna move it?
I'm gonna move it on the other big wolf.
Okay.
Chew.
Does it go only on one creature, or can it hit, like the 4 boxes, or?
Only 5 feet.
Well, when you move it, does it create a sunbeam that
The
makes a
moon
scorch in the
Lasers
earth?
the ground.
Yeah.
just says a silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point within range.
5-foot radius, so you could stick it here and get those 2.
Get both of them.
Yeah, you should do that.
And it says when a creature enters or starts its turn there. So even if you move it through a creature, it wouldn't take that damage because it's not moving into it and it's not starting its turn there. So you can move it through your allies without harming them.
Cool, cool. Okay, I'm gonna try Booming Blade this big guy again.
That is a hit. Piercing.
Oops, never mind the sneak attack. I don't have advantage.
Alright, and
also, so if it moves, it takes 1d8 thunder damage.
So I will mark that to remind myself.
And with my bonus action, I'm gonna move, disengage and move.
Anything else?
I'm gonna move here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so bonus action, I'm going to do another healing word on Hazel.
Oh, thank you. I get 6.
Get 6. And then I'm going to use my action to move my moonbeam right there. And that's it.
Alright. Ireena will move to here. And I'll have everyone roll an animal handling. Okay. So, you have seen these wolves attack mercilessly and just try and take any nip at you as they can whenever possible. Maeve and Kay, you notice that when Ireena moves and gives that opportunity for the wolf to take a bite, the wolf looks in that direction and then looks away. Does not take that attack. So Ireena will continue to move here for advantage. Stabbing. Dealing a little bit of damage on this one. Hume will see that. Oh man, it's a hard decision. We'll strike at the one south of Hazel, the one down here. Since he feels like he's body blocking the one up top, trying to get the attention away. But does hit for 10 damage. Dies. Once again, he swings his flail. The wolf takes the hit in the head, cracks its head on the opposite rock, and falls over dead. Hazel.
I'm gonna do on this big wolf over here. I'm gonna center the blades. This thing right here. Where is it? Cloud of daggers. Fill the daggers, spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet centered at a point you choose within range. 44 slashing damage when it enters the area. But yeah, so I'm just gonna cast them on that guy. Right there.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's on its next turn.
Look out! That wolf has a knife.
He's got a knife.
Get him. So do I roll damage yet, or wait till the next turn to roll damage?
You can roll damage now. I mean, it's gonna happen right now.
Yeah. I'm casting it at level 2.
Right. 6 slashing.
That's all I did? That's 44. All right.
Yeah, you rolled really poorly. 2 1s. Yeah. So this one definitely gets singed with that radiant damage. Goes down.
He took the full 16.
It doesn't matter. He was on
It
1.
does.
He had 1 HP left. But this one takes like daggers fly around and slash at the creature. It takes that damage, and then it gets hit by the radiant damage and falls over dead.
Boy.
And
Yay!
this wolf will disengage and flee off into the forest. Not barking.
All the way home.
And every single person, actually except for Hazel if she doesn't want to, unless she hits with her broom, gets an attack of opportunity.
No, because it disengages.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It will get its legs ready and dodges around and runs into the forest north of the village.
That little piggy went all the way home. Okay.
Would you like to chase it,
Large wolves.
or would you like initiative or combat to be over?
I don't think we could catch it. It runs
No.
50 feet.
We need to get to the town if they'll still let us in.
Okay, combat is over.
Okay. Dead wolves around us. I hope they were watching that. There was probably quite a show for them.
I would like to try and recover my arrow from the big wolf that I shot.
Okay. Make a survival.
Oh, survival.
Yep. You pull. Definitely pull the arrow out without breaking it. And if you'd like to clean it, you can, but it's covered in wolf blood.
Yeah, I'll probably just like wipe it off on my leg. And then just like, ugh.
Alright. Well, that was something. Yes,
Yes,
we
but
should
what?
hurry.
Hide?
Hurry into the
Hurry.
to Vallaki.
Yes.
Let us hurry.
I'd rather not encounter any more of that. So you quickly gather your wits and rush into the towards the village, and keeping an eye out for any other wolves, keeping ears out for any more howls. And you make it most of the way when thunder starts to crackle above you, and you look up, and dark clouds are descending upon you. You feel the rain start to hit you as you get closer and closer, and make it outside the town. You see the old road meanders into the valley, and finally the woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall, as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates, with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are half a dozen pikes with wolves' heads implanted on them.
Oh. I guess we're not going to impress them with our big wolf battle.
You see that there are 2 guards flanking the gates to this town. You're here.
Ireena, will the guards know you? Are you known here?
I don't live here. I don't come here often, so it might be difficult to get in. But I think if we suggest that we've been injured and need safety, they might get us inside.
That's a good idea. Let's talk to them.
So you approach the 2 shadowy figures. 2 guards stand outside, both armed with a pike and holding a shield in the other hand, with some armor, a light chain shirt guarding them. As you approach, one of them shouts to you, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Good evening, young man. We're here accompanying this young lady, Ireena. She's here to stay with her friend. Ireena, what's your friend's name?
Sorry. I know Vasily.
Yes.
Vasily von Holtz. What's your business here? I need to make sure you're coming peacefully. We don't want any trouble here.
We're quite peaceful, I assure you. We just got attacked by wolves outside your gates a few feet down the road, and I'm afraid we've had to kill quite a few of the poor creatures. But they won't be bothering you anytime soon.
Better keep it that way. Roll persuasion. With advantage.
Alrighty. I'll say. Oh yeah, there you go.
He'll look at the sorry sight of you and
Yeah.
want to not deal with people right now as it starts to rain heavily with the thunderclouds above. He'll look to the other one, looks to be a woman guard, and she'll kind of like slowly nod. He'll like ease his head in, and with his pike he'll tap on the top of the gate 3 times, and with that it will slowly open to reveal the town.
Good. Thank you so much, young man.
Hurry
I
up.
can't tell you how grateful I am. Oh yes, and I'll just hurry through.
Don't want any outside trouble getting in. You just saw wolves, there'd be more of them.
Yes, indeed.
Right? So you move into the town. This, one thing you notice about this place is it's quite a bit larger than Barovia, the village that you first showed up. There looks to be a main road with a few branching off to the sides. More of a residential area, a lot more houses here. Off in the distance, you can tell that there are a few larger houses that peek over the top of the smaller buildings. And you make your way straight in, and as you walk a little bit into the town, you see there is a large breakaway and a kind of a lot where several wagons have been stored. This large stockyard has several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the front gates reads Arisek Stockyard. Parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon, its colorful paint peeling off faded letters on its sides reading Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. A heavy padlock secures the back door.
Does that carnival wagon look like the Hakari or Hatari or those gypsy people from the? Does it look like the wagons they had in the forest?
It looks like a Vardo, just the fancy wagon that people can live in.
Well, perhaps we can investigate the town later, but for now we should find shelter.
We should find an inn, yes.
You continue on into the town. Several branching paths of roads lead around. And since it is getting dark and rather rainy outside, you don't see a lot of people outside. Though, unlike Barovia, it is much more populated with lights in buildings, so it's not completely dark.
Are there some people just out in the streets, though?
There are people that are running to get to shelter, like as you are, but they look like to know where they're going. They want to get out of the rain.
Understandable. Ireena, do you know where we could stay?
It's a bit late to ring up Vasily, so I do know of a nice inn at the far end of town. We could hurry there.
Wonderful. Lead the way.
Alright, so you go on the main road. It doesn't take you very long before you see a two-story building that above it says the Blue Water Inn. Gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large two-story building with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof upon which several ravens have perched in the rain. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. So Ireena leads the way inside.
I guess we're just gonna follow her inside.
Right. One moment. Getting everything ready. Almost done. Okay. So this is what you see. Scroll down a bit to the bottom.
Are you okay?
You're right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just what you drink?
No, my token accidentally went through the doors into the bar.
Oops, all right.
It startled me.
Okay, so we're outside the bar or we're going in the bar? She let us in, right?
There we
Yeah.
go. That's better.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Can you move
In
through
bar.
the
Oh, there's
doors?
a bunch of people in here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just turned that on. So you couldn't do that.
Oh, sorry. Went back out. I thought we already went in, so.
Yeah, I'm just...
Oh, I'm stuck.
You're trapped inside! Okay. So the door's open.
Yeah, the door's open. All right, let me go in. Ta-da! Oh, there's a table. Oh, there's a table open.
With 5 seats? How... Oh, 6 seats.
6 seats. How handy.
One
There
with
we
the...
go.
For the cat, too.
Is it that cat's in here? Oh, look at all these people. Well, well. Nice. Cozy. There's a barkeep over there. I wonder if they have table service. I'm just looking around. And of course, we look like something the cat drug in, and we're covered with wounds and blood and gore from being attacked by wolves and all.
So you enter the main area. Damp cloaks hang from pegs in the entrance portico. The tavern is packed with tables and chairs with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches along one wall under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hugs the northern wall. Another balcony overhangs an entrance to the east. All the windows are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hanging above the bar and resting on the tables bathe the room in dull orange light and cast shadows upon the walls, most of which are adorned with wolf heads mounted on wooden plaques.
Oh, gee, we could have brought a few in to these people. They might have liked some of those wolf heads we had out there. There were two very large ones. Or do they have the big wolf heads like we killed?
It's rare, but you do see some larger wolf heads.
Oh, okay. Well, we might have been able to be impressive.
Kay's just gonna come in and sit at that table.
Okay.
Just take a seat and just chart.
Yep. Hazel will join you.
Wringing the water out of my hair and cleaning my axe and my bow.
I've got open bleeding wounds.
You see that there are others in here that are heavily armored, very similar to you. These two in particular have large longbows, along with crossbows at their sides, and an axe on the opposite side, I guess. The rest are seemingly simple folk, common folk, I guess.
Twins and octuplets.
Walk into a tavern and everyone looks the same.
It's like, this is weird.
I don't know what's weirder, the demon horse outside or the multiple clones in here.
Twins just running everyone's family here in this town.
I think some people take that whole mountain inbreeding a little too.
The barkeep seems to walk over and point to these two figures here and say, "Now, I don't want you getting any trouble tonight. I really want you to keep on your best. No over drinking it. All right?" They nod solemnly, turn back to their comrades, and she'll move over. "Ah, yes! Welcome to the Blue Water Inn. How may I serve you, travelers?"
I will take your strongest ale. I'm, like, taking my boots off and just trying to, like, get my socks, like, dry. And
Dear, would it be possible to rent a room for the night?
Yes, we do have some rooms available for any travelers needing it.
Oh, well, we are travelers who do need it.
You do look that way, yes. Glad to make it a humble...
One would think perhaps you had some hot food back there along with your cold ale? Or warm ale, whatever it is you drink here.
We only serve wine here. the best in the land.
All right then. But you don't have food?
Yes, we do. We can get
Oh.
some food for you. We
Hot
just don't
food,
have any other drinks
Oh,
of
wine
alcohol
only.
to be partaken.
Okay, I'm so sorry. It looks like they don't have ale for you.
Pathless. Fine. I guess I will take a glass of your strongest wine.
It still packs a punch, even though it's wine.
I hope so. I need it.
And what kind of food would y'all like?
Something hot. Do you have stew?
What's the special?
I like stew.
Can I see a menu?
Not fish. Something with meat.
Yes, we do have a rather nice warm chowder.
Chowder. Well, that will be fine.
Everything is just a disappointment. You want a certain one, they don't have exactly that. They have just under what you want.
I've been to that restaurant.
Seriously.
I don't know. I've lost a lot of blood. I was
Whatever, it doesn't matter anymore.
iron in it. I don't know, but this is all right chowder. Very good.
It's from the rabbit that has been caught this morning.
Oh, that rabbit chowder. Oh, good. Good.
It's not even fish. It's not even a seafood.
No clams in it. That's all right. That sounds lovely.
Just the one drink, or would you others like something else?
Well, if I have some wine, that might help me sleep. I have had a pretty exciting day.
I'm just gonna do the wine.
We
No
Have-
food for me.
all right. I will also take the strongest one, please.
Uh-oh.
Well, though my armor is strong, I still took some hits, so I'd like to forget the pain.
I understand.
Hey, just
Dark
gives,
and
like,
brooding past.
Kay just gives side eye to you.
Side eye, like,
It's like- I am not following you out into the woods if you wander off.
He doesn't notice your side eye.
Oh.
It's just, yeah, strongest wine, please. And I'll take some of that rabbit chowder.
Rabbit.
I'm going to surreptitiously look around the establishment and see if anyone else is enjoying the chowder.
Everyone's just drinking. Nobody's eating anything.
Yeah, I thought so.
You do see that some people have like meat and bread and a little bit of cheese.
All right. Meat and bread and cheese. I wanted hot food. It's pub grub.
They'll take a loaf of bread and a wedge of cheese with my wine. But I'll have the wine keep coming.
I won't have anything to drink, but the soup sounds delicious. Thank you.
Does it though? Does it, Ireena?
Well, I would say it's better than the hardtack that we've been eating.
I suppose.
Better than a wolf bite in the butt.
Yeah, we should have carried the wolf. We could have been eating wolf tonight.
Oh, yuck. That does not even sound good. I wonder who the big wolf hunters are in this area.
Looks like everyone. Maybe that's just a coming of age.
Does anyone know any good wolf hunting songs? Perhaps we could get the. I've lost a lot of blood. Just ignore me.
I know one. Elfish. In my culture, we have a song about hunting wolf.
Let's hear it.
And anything for the young woman in the corner?
Oh, the waiter was still here.
Yeah.
Well, she's like, yeah, she hasn't taken everyone's order yet. Maeve hasn't said anything.
I'm sorry.
I'll have what she's having and point to Hazel.
No, you don't want that. I'm a little lightheaded here. It's
all right. Well, I'll get your drinks right out, and the food will be shortly. And she'll turn and start filling up some mugs with the casks behind here. Now her attention is elsewhere. If you would like to talk.
Just getting waterboarded with wine. God.
I'm looking at these two gentlemen up here. They look like they're local leaders of some kind.
Roll an insight.
I shall.
So you're looking at them, you can see their weapons, and as well you can see that they are have quite a bit of animal skin on them. They've got like heavy leather and a lot of fur that lines their collar and down their shoulders. They look to be pretty heavily armored. You'd guess they would be the local wolf hunters that you were just mentioning.
Okay. I wonder how frequently they have to deal with wolves the size that we saw today. 2 of. You'd think you'd see that one in a generation, not 2 in one day. I mean, you ladies know more about the natural world than I do.
I know wolves, fen are evil creatures. They could have been working for Fenharel. The Dread Wolf? The Devil?
Oh, yes, okay.
Fenharel uses wolves as his minions, as his war dogs. And
Oh,
ill bodings.
Ireena, the man on the flaming horse, is that who that was?
I don't know for sure, but if it wasn't, it was one of his spies.
So we see him, and then these gigantic wolves attack. But yet here in this town, it seems like the wolves attack all the time.
Perhaps because the town builds wall.
Large wolves roam all of Barovia. It's not centered on a certain point. They just have better hiding in the forests.
I'm inclined to eat and sleep and try to regain some of my health this evening. I've expended a deal of energy today.
I will drink.
As shall I.
Oh dear.
The barkeep will make her way over, distributing drinks throughout those who would like it around the table, and then she'll head back past this door.
Oh,
So you all have your special drinks.
but no food.
Not yet.
I'll be barely sipping on that drink.
Kay's gonna drink hers really quickly. How does it taste?
Make a con save with disadvantage.
It must be strong.
Oh, I gotta turn bless off. Oop.
That's fine. You chug it as fast as you can. You want to forget as fast as you can. And it hits you like a truck. Though this wine tastes exquisite, it tastes so good. It's not too sweet, and it has a nice earthy tone to it. Though you don't really get a lot of the flavor as it just goes down your gullet. And it's like taking a shot of strong whiskey. It's just like, start to feel lightheaded almost immediately. Hume will see that happen, and he'll just like take a drink, not like a sip, but like a drink, and set it back down. I'm not trying to party, just trying to get numb.
Why would you party with drink?
You don't have festivals in your culture where you drink?
Not that I know of. Though, then again, I did not spend much time around such events. I was always outside.
I can tell.
Oh. How rude!
Well, sometimes when others are celebrating, they would like to have some of this alcohol that makes them feel good, and therefore they enjoy the festivities even more.
Well, I am not used to this wine. I am used to ale. That is how you drink ale. So I assume you drink wine the same way. Though it is very sweet and not strong.
It's lovely. It warms you. Just sip it.
Well, I don't really have a taste for wine, but as long as it does the job.
Nanu then.
But it's taking a bit of time. Maybe I'll have a second one.
I too shall partake in a second glass. Now, where is that waitress?
So we headed in the morning straight to next town. I should like to visit Vasily before we head on, if that's alright. Not sure if you wanted to do some sightseeing while you're here.
Perhaps there is a marketplace or a store?
Oh,
Maybe a smithy?
I'm sure, yeah.
Yes, that would be nice to visit.
There's a lot more here than Barovia. a lot more to do. As you could tell when you were in our town, there's very little to do.
And very little people. But here, now this is a proper inn.
Yes, much more comfort, more people.
Friendly for two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything by that, Ireena. It's not your fault. The people are a little surly in Barovia.
Depends on who you ask.
And who you are.
What troubles come upon you as well.
Certainly.
It's not easy being joyful when all sorts of creatures are out to get you.
And yet these people here seem to live without a care. How prosperous this town is compared to Barovia.
As you're speaking, the barkeep will come out with a tray of food, setting down the bowls of soup and a piece of meat for Hume. So for the food, it will be 10 copper each. And for the drinks, it will be 2 silver each. With the stronger stuff, it will be 5 silver each. 2 for the ones the 2 ladies have, and 5 for the 2 you have. And rooms. You said something about rooms.
Yes, please.
Now we have do have some available. Several people here. She'll gesture to the group of villagers that are having drinks, food in the bar. They have their own place to stay, so we are empty at the moment. Plenty of vacancy. Which 2 kinds of rooms? We have 2 bedrooms with 2 beds in it, and 1 bedroom with 4. What would you like?
2 bedrooms with 2 beds each, I guess would be fine. Right? Will that work, guys?
Sure. That sounds fine to me.
Alright. Well, those bedrooms are a gold each.
Go ahead and pay this time, ladies. So I'm going to go ahead and give him 3 gold to cover my wine and food in the 2 rooms.
Oh, very generous of you. We're very glad to have you in our establishment.
Thank you for your kindness.
She'll bow, and if you need anything, I will be behind the bar or
Now,
in the
surely could
kitchen.
I please get another wine?
Ah, yes.
Same stuff.
Oh boy.
Maseranos.
Me too. Alright. She'll go back and start filling up more. Were you looking to purchase armor since you asked for a blacksmith? Ireena is asking. Okay.
Perhaps. Perhaps some weapons? I am not sure. I just like to see what my options are.
That's fair. I do know that once a week they do have a festival here.
Festival?
You celebrate happiness.
what is this festival? Just for happiness? Just for a mood?
There's always a theme, but the general theme is celebrating life, I guess.
Every week?
Yeah. As commissioned by the mayor. The burgomaster, I suppose.
So, are you saying we should check out this festival?
Well, if there's one coming up, that's something to do.
Only if everyone else is interested.
Yeah, everyone needs happiness.
Tomorrow in the morning we'll get a glimpse of the posters and everything that goes on. There's always some advertising of what's next. So, if is there anything else you'd like to discuss this evening after getting your several drinks in?
We had the one drink, and I am gonna toddle upstairs and fall into bed. Try to get some hit points and my spells back.
Okay. Anyone else like to do anything before the night ends?
Kay's gonna stay down here and keep drinking.
Okay.
Dear.
Well, if nobody else has anything big that they would like to talk about or do, we'll end the session there.
Cool. We made it to town.
Yay! You avoided
Hey.
all encounters. Until I had to force one on you.
We avoided. Oh, we could have had an encounter. See, we should have gone and checked out the mill.
Well, you
We should have.
avoided the zombies, you avoided the torch in the forest, you avoided the guy on the horse.
We should have attacked the guy on the horse just right off. Just full on. Attack!
He's on a horse, get him!
Get him! It's one thing I remember. Attack everyone on a horse.
Yeah.